What is going on, guys? It's Jamie and welcome back to another video, and today I am going to be bringing you guys along to the gym with me to hit my Saturday deadlift session. Before we get into the video, guys, hit that thumbs up button for me. I would really appreciate it, and if you enjoy the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well for new videos every single week. So the eagle-eyed viewers amongst yourselves may well realize that Saturday for me normally is actually an SBD day. Now this is actually when I am on program, but if you've seen my last couple of videos, you will know that I've only actually now been back in the gym for 2 weeks since messing up my finger, which means we are not quite back onto program yet. So I'm just still doing kind of like my own sessions, getting back into the swing of things, transitioning back into programmed training, which means today on this Saturday is going to be purely a deadlift session. Now these are always fun ones to vlog, so I thought I'd pick up the camera today, get this session for you guys, and hopefully it's a really good one. It's actually only my second deadlift session back. Obviously we're not quite yet back to where we were like a month ago before the injury, but the main focus for this session today is just making all improvements on last week's session, which was obviously my first one back. So hopefully we're feeling a bit stronger, a bit better, a little bit more comfortable on the platform today, and hopefully it should be a really good session. So before I go, I'm just going to make a quick little coffee. I realised the other day that I haven't actually taken pre-workout for, I mean, it's got to be at least 2 years, because I haven't taken it since the whole pandemic. And I mean, at this point now, that's been going on for like 2 years. So at least 2 years I haven't taken pre-workout, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, before COVID, I actually made a point, like myself, of not taking pre-workout. I've taken it for so many years, and in the end, like, it wasn't having any benefit towards my training whatsoever. I was just taking it as like a placebo. Like, I just liked the kind of action of taking pre-workout. In the end, got to the point where I just wanted to cut it out, and I said to myself that I wasn't gonna have pre-workout, and literally, as I said, that must have been 2 or 3 years ago. And since then, like, I haven't even thought about taking it, which I think is awesome. Like, I'm really glad about, because there's a lot of other shit in pre-workout that I just realized I was putting into my body for not really any reward apart from being energized in a session. What I've actually started doing now over the last like 5 or 6 months is to make a coffee before my session. Especially now I have the espresso machine. I pour like a double shot of espresso in a thermos, and then just add a little bit of hot water in there just to dilute it slightly. So it's basically like a really strong Americano, and I mean, the benefit I've been feeling in my sessions is so much better than when I was taking pre-workout, which is crazy. And let me know, guys, what you think down in the comments. Do you take pre-workout? What do you think of it? Or do you do like a more organic route like me, drinking a little cup of coffee or something like that? Let me know. I'd be interested to see.
Yeah.
See ya.
Look at that. Servers, bro.
Yeah, you?
Yes, I will.
Alright, guys, so I'm down at Fortitude, ready now to hop into this session. I'm all stretched out, done my 15 minutes of mobility work there, feeling nice and warm, nice and loose for this session. And we're ready to start getting some weight on the bar, start warming up to get into these deadlifts. Now, as with last week's session, as we're only just back, today again is purely going to be just about deadlifts. I may hit a little bit of accessory work afterwards, but compound wise we're just going to be hitting deadlifts for the main movement today. Now, last week was my first deadlift session back, and I managed to work up to a 250 kilogram single before my injury, when everything was, you know, rolling really well. 250 was moving like an RPE 6 or 7. Last week it moved more of like an 8 or a 9. So obviously a little bit of a backward step whilst we've been injured. That was to be expected. We're not going to be able to just jump back into exactly how we were feeling before, so we've got some work to do. Today's top set, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to move up to. I've kind of been just going off of feel for these sessions as we transition back. I'm thinking either a rep set at 240 or go again for the 250 single and see if we can move it faster, make some improvements on how we moved it last week. So I'm just going to start chucking some weight on the bar, warming up, see how I feel, and I think we'll judge the top set from there. Alright guys, so things are moving quite nicely today. Just hit 220 for a warm-up single there. And yeah, I mean, not much to be said, feeling good, moving quite quickly. I think I'm going to do what I said and go for that 250 single again, see if we can get it moving a little bit nicer than last week. I feel like I can, you know, move it quite nicely today. So 240, last single, last warm-up single, and we'll be on to 250.
Okay, it's our time. We're looking to really
Okay guys, top set there, 250 for the single, and that was really, really good. I'm really happy with that. It moved so much better than last week. And on top of that, it just felt so much better. Like, I felt a lot more comfortable in the setup, a lot more comfortable pulling the weight, just everything, generally, just felt really, really good. Which is a really good sign because it means already, only a couple of weeks after coming back into the gym, we're already on the rise, making those improvements week to week. Also, hopefully it means that within another 2 or 3 weeks, we're pretty much back to where we were. So happy with that 250 for one. We're gonna leave that for the top set. Backing off with some triples now. We're gonna drop it down to 225. Normally I would start using straps for my back off, but one of my main goals is to really get comfortable and good with hook grip. So we're going to pull these back off with hook today, and hopefully they move just as nice.
La tensa situación y la emoción.
Alright guys, so 2 back off sets down now, and oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I literally said 2 minutes ago that I was going to try and do hook grip for these back off sets. Your boy just tore open another little hook grip injury. I didn't even realise, like, it was a bit uncomfortable during the set, but mainly on like the tip of my thumb, and then finished the set and realised that I'd torn a big ass chunk of skin off of the inside of my thumb. But as it didn't really hurt that much, I'm hoping that it was just like dead skin that was just like due to come off at any time. Because yeah, it doesn't really hurt that much, but I'm definitely not going to hook for the last set now, because it's pretty like raw underneath without being too graphic for you guys. But yeah, we're strapping up for the last set here guys, still going to get it, because the weight is actually moving really nicely. So one more back off set, we're strapping up to be safe, and I'll catch up with you guys when we're done.
Left to the brain is rotten. I don't know what I'm doing, wobbling. Look at Nike, what's it? It's gonna go.
So we're all done with deadlifts there guys. I'm just going to hit some hyper extensions now, just to finish off this session. This is actually a really good movement and something that honestly I do not do enough. And the reason I'm doing it today is because when I get back onto my program, this is something that I want to be one of my accessories. Obviously partnered with deadlifts, fantastic for continuing development of those lower back muscles, that hip hinge movement as well. You can kind of set it up in a way as well where you can use your hamstrings to kind of initiate the movement, get them firing as well. So all in all, it's just really good, and honestly it's the first time I've done them in ages and they are killing me. I've just done 2 sets of 12 there. We're going to go for one more, but already can just feel the effects in my lower back there. So as I said guys, going to get these into the program once we start up again, and hopefully we can start seeing the results from these reflected in the deadlifts. Oh my gosh, so the weather is considerably worse than when I arrived at the gym. Literally just torrential rain, horrible. We had the really strong winds all day yesterday with Storm Eunice, which if you're from the UK you'll know all about. If you're not, you may have heard about it. Like 100-mile-an-hour winds all day, and then today it's just torrential rain. So definitely still winter guys. I just cannot wait for the spring and summer seasons. Bring it on man, it's going to be incredible. But that is going to do it guys for the deadlift session there. As you saw, finished off with the hyper extensions, and that wraps it up. We're going to go home now and I need to get some post-workout food in.
Hello little boy, hello.
there we go guys, that is just about going to do it for this week's video. Here we are in the same place as we started, in the office, actually about to start editing this video up now. But that is going to do it for today guys. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I've been doing a little bit of reflection post-session there, and I've got to say that is definitely the best session that I have had in the last 2 weeks since coming back into the gym. Generally just felt so much stronger, so much better, so much more comfortable in that session. So hopefully that is a sign of things to come guys. Slowly but surely, as I said earlier, we are back on the rise, getting back to where we were a few weeks ago. Anyway guys, as I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button for me guys. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, or if you just haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button as well for new videos every single week. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.